Good morning!
Good morning, America, and to those of you in the penitentiary.
Ooh, watch anything good on TV last night?
Oh, so many water cooler moments.
Well, I can't wait to hear all about them. But first, a word from our sponsor. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate mornings. This vodka is good, though.
Give me back my drag queen. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Moody Boys.
That's right, a show where we recap everything we watched on reality TV this week. I'm Jesse C. Boyd.
And I'm Edi Verdugo. And this week we have a beautiful roast with Alyssa Edwards.
Oh, and we got the most boring cult story I've ever heard in my life on Beverly Hills.
Oh, God, don't remind me. We got some House of Villains, some Survivor shenanigans.
And then we have some Olympians being made over.
The most interesting part about that is it was over.
So buckle up, baddies, because it's about to get moody. Now, before we get started, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. We love it because we know that you're watching and following our journey, and we're doing the same to you. We're following your journey too. That sounds weird.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
So this week we have our queens thrown into the dangerous drag sport of a comedy roast of the legendary Alyssa Edwards.
Beast!
Back rolls.
What the fuck is going on here on this day?
Classic.
Yes.
Legendary queen.
Icon.
The queens come back into the room. Jane is glowing from her win. Some of these queens are a little bit, I guess, bothered that nobody went home. And Discord is discontent that these queens took her win from her. She is convinced if these queens had voted her in the bottom that she would have won. And I love that delusion.
I'm with her on that. Discord should have been in the top many times already. She should have won. Well, maybe at least once or twice.
One of my favorite little lines that she had was when she was like, Iman wanted me to be a designer. You girls are just mad.
That was all the feels she needed. My mom was like, I love this. Even after she saw that walk. Well, that's why she said she wanted to be a designer.
Yeah.
My dog.
She said, stay off the runway. But to warm these queens up for the roast, we have a mini challenge to advertise Scentbird. So these queens get to put together a little quick commercial advertising their scent. Did anybody stand out to you?
And Darlene's bad drag stood out to me.
That hair was flat.
I did not like that. Discord looked like Reba McEntire again, I feel like, in it.
I loved her drag voice. I don't know. She goes like up a couple.
I think Mikey stood out. I knew immediately it was going to be Mikey with the win.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice the laugh track the whole time of that thing?
No.
It's like, ha ha ha, hee hee. If you listen for it, you really start to get kind of this like fever dream moment. But Mikey's there like, ha 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 ha.
But these girls look great. And I heard in Roscoe's, they're like, how long did they give you girls? Because that wasn't quick drag. They got some time. Mikey was like, it was a long day. But they look good.
I love this. I love when they do like fun new things like this and playing with social media. And for our video, if we do it.
When we do our video?
People always say to me, hey Jesse, you talk too fast, you move too fast, you're a neurodivergent fever dream. Now you can be too with Busy Bee. Scents of crystal meth, bee pollen, gasoline, honey, and cocaine. Busy Bee. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Is plotting and planning your favorite pastime? Is revenge a guilty pleasure?
Good.
Mars and Scorpio by Moody Boys, with hints of dark leather, spicy revenge, and karma's a bitch. For those who don't believe in the Zodiac, shut up, bitch!
I loved all the RuPaul TikToks that were mixed in with them.
Oh,
when they're
yeah, that
scanning
was
over.
brilliant.
I love RuPaul's TikTok. That shit is so funny.
If you're not following RuPaul on TikTok, you're only getting half the story.
The story is unhinged. But Mikey's was great and Jane's was great.
Yeah, they killed it. The winner of the mini challenge is Mikey Meeks. She looked gorgeous, well deserved.
Yeah.
As winner of the mini challenge, Mikey gets to set the roster for this roast coming up. And we head straight into the table read.
Yep, a table read too, by the way. That was kind of wild. I was like, oh, this is a proper table read here. Let's make sure somebody steals some jokes. Can we get Ariady on fly? Get the jokes? Good. So we go to the table read with Michelle Visage and Atsuko Akatsuka. I can't say it.
Yeah, no, you got it. Atsuko Okatsuka.
Atsuko Akatsuka. You love Atsuko.
I love Atsuko. In this table read, they just kind of give us a
Taste of what's to come.
Yeah, and some of the taste is
You don't taste that?
kind of dry, a little
Yeah.
bit, kind of like
Your
Discord's
vagina.
tongue. They give us this narrative that a lot of these girls are in trouble.
They
Kenya's confident, though.
Yeah, they basically told Nene Coco, you're a terrible person.
They said, it's better to be a bitch than boring. But
Yeah,
if
look at
you're
Madonna.
a bitch and you're still boring,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Ugh.
We get a sense of what Darlene's gonna deliver. I didn't find it that funny.
It reminded me of like when your friend's kid tells you a joke and you go, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
But in your head, you're like, I'm not going to tell that to the boys in the break room or anything.
The boys in the break room.
What break room am I in? So it's elimination day, and the girls are getting ready to go roast Miss Alyssa Edwards.
Yes.
I'm excited to see her.
Queen of the mother-tucking world. We just get a little storyline about Nene not knowing how to read the room.
Yeah.
She's a little worried about it. We get that little bit about Mikey powering down. That
Yeah.
was cute. Just, believe
can
me, I felt that.
Totally
I could
relate to that. I'm so like that. Like, I'm go, 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 but then when I need my moment, I'm just like...
It just shuts off.
Put on some Golden Girls and eat Cheetos, just like...
Power down.
Darlene, she's like, I think my mind works a little bit different. I'm like, yeah, girl, we know that, but just do it. Don't tell us about it.
Yeah.
We heard the little Roscoe's tea that Jane don't push Darlene. She's like, girl,
Yeah.
you have all of these props that you brought. Make it work. Otherwise, you're going
Yeah,
home.
it almost seemed like it was going to be like, this is the Darlene Go Home episode. Because you got to be bold, you got to be big, you got to be out there, you got to be funny for these
Gotta
roasts.
be wiser.
Also, I feel like Jane is gunning for that miscongeniality. She's really helping a lot of these girls out.
Don't try too hard, girl. We don't have a winner plus miscongeniality yet.
Yeah, they did some very crystal dirty like that. So remember.
Bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
I don't even know if I'm going to include this anymore.
We're gonna be quick. Okay.
All right, so we have Mama Ru coming out in this gorgeous sort of lavender floral
Yeah,
thing.
I
I love
loved
the
it.
hips on it. It was very Marie Antoinette inspired.
Yeah, it was kind of a surprise, but it
Michelle's
looks
just like
stunning.
She
Yeah.
looked great. Michelle is there. The hilarious Ross Matthews is there in his sparkly blouse. And Atsuko looking
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
Alyssa Edwards comes on out. She looks amazing.
Talk about royalty. She just
Yes.
looks stunning and like famous. You know what I mean?
Which is really
I mean,
cool.
she's like the original breed. You know what I mean? Like these girls in these earlier seasons set such a high bar and such a standard, and they'll always be iconic.
And she basically tells the girls, don't fuck it up. So we'll go through the order, but I just kind of want to know what your standouts were.
Okay.
Because some of these queens swept the floor with these other queens, and
yeah.
some of them were the struggle bus still running.
Yeah, and there's some surprises in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who surprised you?
I thought Kenya was gonna do great. I didn't know about Nene Coco. I was like,
Yeah. Discord starts it off. Do you have any thoughts on Discord?
I thought she did pretty great. I mean, the opening is hard. She did a good job. I think when the drink fell, it kind of threw her off a little bit, but
Yeah.
she still kept going. If Discord would have leaned into her delusion a little bit more, it would have been killed it. Lean into it, girl.
Yeah, that's
You
a great
do it in
note.
your walk, lean into it.
She at least made bold choices.
Yeah.
Because she was like, Alyssa Edwards, if you can't come in her, come on her.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was
oh.
great. And she was confident. That's half the fucking battle on a roast.
Jane don't following her up. Jane killed it. I mean,
Yeah.
what don't we expect Jane to like
we knew
not
it
be
was
good
gonna
at?
be funny. She was great.
And then we have Juicy Love Dion come up after Jane.
And talk about the potty break. Wasn't she the one who said that? I would have taken my potty break.
The funniest part about Juicy Love's set was Alyssa Edwards. When she
Yeah.
got her clap back and she was
Yes.
clapping, she was like, "Ee."
Also, what is this ladder analogy you're using, girl? Like, what are you talking
forgot
about,
about that.
Juicy?
Uh-huh.
Somebody drop a ladder on me during that set.
She dropped the jokes is what she did. And then we have Darlene Mitchell with the heavy-handed push from these producers. I just didn't get it.
So there's so much back and forth on this on the internet. Like, this was not funny at all to me. She kept doing these gags, which I get. It's like, okay, it's cute, it's funny enough. You can get through, you can be safe. But I just did not get it. And I see people out there like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, what part? Good for you, Darlene. You pulled it out. I just didn't. I didn't laugh.
Because I like Darlene, but it
Yeah, me
made
too.
me not like it because it felt too, like, force-fed.
This is funny. This is where you laugh now.
No.
Definitely didn't think it was worth winning, which we'll get to.
And then we have Nene Coco. She did okay.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff came across mean, but they were giving her that edit.
I think she's a little cerebral with her humor too. It's
Yeah.
like, gotta let loose a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, have some fun. Then we have Kenya. My favorite part about Kenya's was Mikey Meeks's voiceover when she talked about Atsuko as like a coconut. Mikey Meeks's voiceover, she's like, oh, come on. It was hilarious to me for all the wrong reasons.
I feel like when she started with that must be jelly because jam don't shake, whatever, that just wasn't a strong enough way to start it off. If you would have started with something big and bold, I think they would have got the laugh and then that would have carried her through. I think when that first thing just was like awkward and didn't hit, it was like, oh,
Yeah, poor thing. Comedy is fucking tough. Kudos for you girls for trying.
Kenya also has this husky, great voice and
She
all this
should have used her
charisma.
voice, yeah.
Everything was there to make it good except for the jokes. And you know what? Turns out that's a pretty important component.
For a
in
roast.
Yeah.
And then closing the show, we have Mikey Meeks, who just fucking killed it.
Yeah.
She was amazing. She had a great character.
She was
She had a
smart.
great, like, repetitive sort of
Yeah.
thing that carried her
She
through.
did the 3-time hit and then a 4th one at the end with the
So good.
"Aw." In my opinion, hers was the funniest. Also, I think Jane would be like up there. So I was like, either Jane or Mikey Meeks.
Yeah. And then we have Alyssa Edwards closing the roast with her Drop Dead Gorgeous mix, the B Ames mix that came out in 2013.
I don't get cute, I get drop dead gorgeous. I don't get cute, I get drop. I say that all the time. I don't get cute, I get drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, he says it a little too much.
But
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But where was the jokes, Alyssa? She said, "I'm not gonna embarrass myself on television with these hoes. I've already done that before."
She was like, I'm not writing any jokes. I'm going to
Yeah.
go up there. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to enjoy.
Push play. I'll do a little jig, and then we'll be done.
I was checking to see, like, where's the song from, and it turns out it's from 2013
Wow.
by some music producer called B Ames, who just used her audio files, but people were
wow.
living for it. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe it's taken, what is that, 2013 to 2028, 15 years?
Wow.
It only took 15 years to get it on Drag Race. But it was cool. I liked
was really
it.
cool, yeah. Bring it to the
Runway,
runway, runway. Bring it to the runway, runway.
Category is Swept Away. They started this, I think, with Canada, right?
Yeah.
And then we've seen it repeated. I love it. I
Me
love
too.
this.
Baby, put a fan on the stage. We're all happy here.
First up, we have Discord Adams in some motorcycle flame.
Yeah. Housewife hair. I don't know what that was, but
Oh, we said we're going to give it a tee-hee or a womp-womp.
I'm going to give it a tee-hee. It's still cute enough. You always say it too. There's always something just a little smidge off with Discord's fashion, but it's a step in the right direction.
It feels like her runway walk, taking the steps in the direction, but she's leaning in the opposite direction. We've seen too much of these like motorcycle sort of motifs.
True.
I'm gonna give it a womp womp. Next up, we have Jane Don't in this Erte inspired look. It looks like something Chapel Rowan would wear.
I could see her in that.
Yeah.
Love the hat. I think it's so cool. I love that it has the movement. I thought it was fantastic. I'm going to give it a tee-hee.
I'll give it a tee-hee. Next, we have Juicy Love Dion in her fitted bed sheet.
Yeah, that was,
Why it gotta be white?
yeah, what was that? I mean, she looks gorgeous. The dress is cute, but I just don't understand. Maybe it's more of a video moment, less of a stage moment. You know, I just want a little more.
I expected more from her.
Yeah.
I give her a womp womp.
All right, next up we have Darlene Mitchell in this, windblown, campy kind of
This is the
number.
This is a womp womp honk honk banana. I don't know.
I was so bored, as Gia Gunn says.
When she's on that weirdo brand, it's
flawless,
amazing.
yeah.
But she doesn't know how to like hit it every time.
When it's just camp, it's just not a...
Right, that's what it is. It's the
Yeah.
camp with the weird that fucking makes
But
it.
that's where
her
they-
sweet spot.
Yeah, but that's why they go do this, to discover and find, and I'm intrigued to see when she comes on All Stars, like, you know, if this is going to be elevated even more and more. But for me, this was a wah-wah for sure.
You don't think she's gonna win?
At this point, I won't know. Should. What do you give it?
Womp womp.
Okay. Next up, we have Kenya Pleaser.
The question remains.
Yes.
Will she know the words?
Let me preface by saying I love the hair. The hair is very cool.
The hair is amazing.
You got that right, and the makeup and everything else. But it was just a little like done, and also it just didn't feel big enough. I feel like it should have been bigger.
Yeah.
It should have been a little more bold.
The proportions could have been better on this.
Yeah.
Like if the wings were just like massively oversized, it's
Yeah.
Drag Race. Like
Yeah.
make it fucking absurd.
Yeah, especially with wind. Take that moment, you know?
Yeah, this is giving it away, but it definitely held her back in the lip sync too.
Yeah.
It just looked like, you know when you put a costume on a
one-side
dog
one? Yeah.
and then the dog's
totally.
like, I know I'm wearing this.
I
don't
feel like
want
we have those feather wings in our costume box somewhere.
Yeah,
here.
if we have it, you're on the wrong track.
I'm gonna give it a wah-wah, but I love you, Kenya.
I'm gonna go against everything I just said, and I'm gonna give it a tee because I love her. I just want her to do. It's her charisma. I'm giving her charisma a tee.
And the face was beat.
Yeah, she's always looking gorgeous.
Then we have Mikey Meeks, our girl from Florida, coming out honoring her Florida queen. She said it's basically a nod to all the drag she grew up watching in Florida.
Oh, I missed that.
This is cool. It's very draggy. You know what I mean? Very, very draggy. Not that exciting to be, but it did flow really pretty. You know, so.
I don't know why these queens weren't doing bigger hair. You have a whole fucking wind machine. Like, that would have looked really cool if it just had bigger hair, I guess.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'll give it a tee. My only thing is that I feel like this was such an opportunity to do something bold and artistic for all of them. And I don't feel like anybody blew me away on this runway. Nothing was like, wow, I never would have thought of that. Or,
Yeah.
You know?
I want to be caught off guard when these queens come out.
Right.
And maybe that's asking a lot.
Well,
but it felt very much like this episode of Beverly Hills. It was just like, I'm bored.
Yeah, as Gia Gunn said, I was so bored. Would you give that a tee or a wah-wah?
Womp womp.
Oh.
I'm
Judges
in a
today.
mood today.
Yeah. But I will say this. Niniko comes out, and this one I feel at least there's some passion to it. I really enjoyed it. There's a story, funeral attire with these cool, throwing these little things in the air. I thought this was very cool.
It's very cool. I love it. I'll give it a tee. It's almost like she's mourning the last fucks she would have given. In the
Honestly,
competition.
out of all of them, this was probably my favorite, which is interesting because it's good, but it's not like, I think I just expected high art on a win thing.
It was such a missed opportunity for a lot of these
Yeah.
girls. I enjoyed it, but I'm just in a mood today and I'm picky.
Yeah.
Moody Boys for a reason.
And the winner is?
Oh, wait. Candy, wait.
Candy, wait.
So we get through the judging, and just a couple things that stood out to me was they told Discord she needs to be stronger than the mistakes that we have. I always love taking little nuggets that we can put into our real life. You just got to go with it.
And you learn from it, and you become better at
Learn
it.
from this.
I mean, this is the place to do it.
I mean, it does help these queens like define that character, right?
Yeah.
That they are in drag.
They got to learn all this so that when they come back to All Stars with their new lips, they are ready to go.
The judges said that they loved Darlene's act. She could do this act for the rest of her life. They lied to her several times. She was nothing of the sort.
I do not get it. And no, we are not spreading any hate or anything like that. I think Darlene is fabulous. I just did not get it.
I love
And-
Darlene.
I know. And I love Darlene too.
But a real friend would go, you need to step your pussy up.
Yeah.
You're better than this.
Yeah.
Instead of just being
I
like,
think
you
they
did
were,
it. It's
They were
very,
just so proud that she pulled it off. Let's make sure that there were some jokes there. You know what I mean?
well, it's very much what is going on with queens like Mikey and Jane really fucking delivering. And then
Yeah.
the other girls are kind of subpar. So when they actually do something mediocre, they're like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Yeah.
congratulations. We could finally give somebody other than Jane or Mikey a win.
Here's the gag. She probably will be doing that act for the rest of her life. And I'll make you money because several people disagreed. many people disagree with us and loved it. So, you know what? Kudos to you, Darlene. And
Yes, kudos to you, Darlene. Take the money and run, bitch.
wah, wah. Mikey's really on the rise here, where I'm starting to think towards the end here, we're going to have a Mikey Meeks. We're going to have the Jane Don't.
Yeah, I think Nene needs to step up a little bit more. This is going to be a really unpopular opinion, but I'm ready to see Juicy go. I'm like, we've seen enough.
I love Juicy, but yeah, I mean, like, unless these next few challenges, she just blows this away, which would be great if she does. Then we want to see in the finale. You know,
But I want the winner of Drag Race to be more than just like a beautiful dancing body.
Yeah.
Like, give us heart, give us personality.
Yeah.
And this
You
isn't
have to earn that.
slighting her.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like I'm bored. Our tops are Mikey Meeks, Jane Don't, and Darlene Mitchell.
So Darlene wins.
Congrats, Darlene! Yay!
Guess there's room for everybody. Yeah. And then we found out that lip syncing the bottom is Miss Juicy again with Kenya to Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler.
I absolutely don't care about this song.
I like it enough. I mean, I've heard it a million times, but I'm like, okay, this is Drag Race. Let's have some fun. Let's get a good song. And the girls get out there the wind, and they're flopping draperies and lip syncing. And
We have this beautiful tradition of staring at the girls in the back of the room while the lip sync is happening because they're always doing the funniest shit.
Yeah.
But they can't see anything Juicy's doing.
Yeah,
It's that whole fucking sheet. So they're
Well,
just like,
I'll tell you this too. Juicy was very smart because she's like, I'm not gonna do the tricks and stunts and kicks and all that stuff because I've given them that a lot now. So I need to do a good park and bark, and she did that. But I thought they both were phenomenal. They were both feeling it.
I honestly, maybe I'm just in a mood. I was bored.
And it looks like next week we have the makeover challenge, which I actually kind of like them now. I used to not like them so much, but I enjoy them now. I feel like
It's a getting older sort of thing.
yeah. What? You think's gonna do well in this? I actually feel like Juicy could maybe do well in this because she does know how to paint that face.
I think Jane and Mikey
Yeah.
will probably kill it.
Mikey will be really
Yeah.
good at it.
I want somebody to come through. I hope Darlene comes through. I want somebody to kind of shake shit up
Yes.
a little bit so we don't see a runaway with Jane Doe
Yeah.
and Mikey Meeks, even though they are my daughters.
Right. I'm excited to see how this turns out. And then we'll find out next week what the next episodes are going to be because right now they're not listed on IMDb or anywhere. So I'm hoping that we have a Perusa coming up here soon. We'll see you guys with more Drag Race next week.
Hey baddies, thanks for tuning in. We just have a quick Moody Boys announcement. Life is really lifing, but it's all good stuff. That just means we've changed our production and release schedule for each show to be released as its own video. Think of all the time you'll save. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We will be catching up this week, and we'll see you guys soon.